When it comes to fathers and their daughters, you could be daddy's little girl. And for the most part, you can get away with a lot more than a son can get away with his father. And we can sometimes, as daughters, have our fathers wrapped around our fingers, right? But in this case, this father, I guess he was officially at his limit with his daughter and her bad behavior. So he's decided that it's time for her to go. Take a look.
I'm not going to keep doing this same thing in my house. You have to get out my house. I'm sorry, I don't know where you're going to go, but you can call your mama and ask her, can you come back
You already
down?
know she don't want me with her, so why would you even...
I don't care. You keep doing the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. I send you to school, you ditch your school. You steady calling these little boys. I told you.
I don't even talk to nobody.
Look, I told you to stay away from these little boys. We're not going to keep doing this. I'm not going over this no more with you. You have to get your stuff and get out my house. Yes, you have to figure it out. You got to figure it out. I'm tired. Call your mama right now. Call your mama. See, that's your problem. That's your problem right now. Your attitude. You're only 14 years old. Call your mama. Here. Call your mama right now. You got to get out my house. I'm done. You too grown. You're only 14 years old. You steady doing the same thing. I found weed in your room.
That wasn't even mine.
Who weed was it?
You know my friend was over here last time.
That's your problem. You hanging out with these little fast-ass little girls.
I told her not to bring it in here.
No, you steady lying. That's your problem. You need to stop lying and go to school. All I asked you to do was go to school. I buy you everything you want. And you steady crying for what? All you got to do is do the right thing. But pack your stuff and get out of my house. You can leave now.
Well, it sounds to me like she's been lying. She's been skipping school. She's probably running her mouth. She's smoking weed, although she's saying it's not her weed, yet it's in their house. And he's saying, you know what? It's time for you to go. Call your mama. I don't care where you're going. It's time for you to go. And of course, she's crying because she doesn't want to go, really, but her time is up. Now he's exercising tough love because, again, as I said, she was getting away with it for a while, obviously, and he has finally had enough. And she mentions that her mother doesn't want her there, maybe because she was doing the same thing and her mother felt like you need to go to your father so he can get you in line. And being how we can have our fathers wrapped around our fingers, he had enough. And he wanted her out. I just really wonder whether or not she ultimately was kicked out. We can't always get away with this, especially when you got a father who's working so hard. And as he said, he gets her everything she needs. She doesn't want for anything. She's living a good life, better than a lot of, young kids are living, especially when you come from a broken home. And you got your father that's willing to take you in and take care of you and make sure that you don't want for anything and provide for you. You take advantage and be a spoiled brat. Tough love steps in. So too bad. That's what happens. And I know if it were me, even though I am a daddy's girl as well, my father has a limit. And if I was that age and I was behaving that way, he would want me out as well. So let that be a lesson to a lot of these young girls out here that, as Daddy said, trying to live a fast life and, trying to be a brat and entitled and spoiled and, take advantage of Daddy's good nature and patience with you. You might find yourself having to pack your bags and go where you don't want to go. Let yourself be warned. At any rate, let me know what you all think about this. What would you do in this situation? Drop your comments in the chat. Don't forget to like, subscribe.